Hi guys, in one of my recent assignment that I have assigned with is like I should show that Chrome extension without having any explicit storage permission is able to access the local storage data of the website being visited or not. Suppose if you are using the Chrome extension of mine, if you are visiting to youtube.com, can it able to access the local storage of that website? Suppose if you are visiting some facebook.com, whether it is able to access the local storage of that web page. Is it possible to access the local storage without explicitly mention the permission of storage in manifest file? So I need to make a POC on that, whether it is able to access this storage without mentioning local storage or not. So I have written a tiny Chrome extension to prove that. I just want to prove still it can able to access local storage without having explicit storage permission within this array. So if you can walk through on this code, here I have written one manifest.json file, one content script file and one background script file. So this manifest is meant for adding all the permissions that Chrome extension needed. uh, yeah, and in content script, it is a JavaScript file where we can inject this content script into the web pages that we are visited actively, so that we can inject this JS file into the web pages that we are visiting. This background script is meant for doing all the necessary task or items that extension needed, running those kind of tasks in the background. So for the sake of understanding here, from the content script I am just sending a message. In the background script, it is having the event listener and it is waiting for that message. Once that message is being received, then it can do whatever the operation that I have mentioned. So background script will do the necessary task in the background. So let's dig into the code. In the content script, what I have mentioned, I am just calling out send local storage to background function. Within the function definition, I have mentioned that local storage data as empty object, and later I am just iterating through the local storage of web page, and I am sending all the key value pairs into this object. Later I am just using Chrome runtime API, and I am sending the message with type local data and passing the data as local storage data object. So once this Chrome.runtime.send message is sending the message immediately in the background script, since it has event listener, it will listen that message. The request.type is equal to local data, then immediately it will call the function handle local storage, and within this handle local storage function, just we are consoling the local storage data in order to show. Let's quickly run this extension so that we can understand more clearly. So let's go to this Chrome extension, manage extension, click on this developer mode and load unpacked. Whatever the code that you have written, you can simply import that here. Within the error section, actually it is giving warning because manifest version 2 is deprecated. It's a warning, just ignore that. And if you want to see the consoling items from the background page, you can click on this background page. Since we have written this console.log local storage items, we can able to see the data here. Simply we can go here and let's access youtube.com, and let's see whether the Chrome extension is able to access local storage of this youtube.com or not. Here I have just entered youtube.com. If you can see here, it is consoling the local storage data, all key value pairs. Let's see if it is able to access the google.com local storage. Yeah, it's still access that. Let's see what if I visited facebook.com this time. Yeah, it is able to access that web page local storage also. Why this is happening is because the content script, the JavaScript has the ability to access all the DOM elements of the web page that you are being visited. Along with that, it also has the ability to read the local storage along with the DOM elements actually. That is why if you don't mention any specific storage permission like this here, it can still able to access the local storage data. So be careful while you're using the Chrome extension, and also if you are able to see any sensitive information that your products are being stored in a browser's local storage, it's always riskier because if the website has cross-site scripting, it can steal that data. Unfortunately, cookie storage has the ability to do a security prevention like HTTP only flag set to true to mitigate client-side script to access uh, browser storage data for the especially for cookie storage. But this local storage doesn't have the ability like this security attributes HTTP only true. So if web page has accesses, it can still access that and send the information to remote server if you want, or if you import any kind of third-party scripts into your front end, it can also able to access that local storage. And also if you are using any this kind of malicious extension, it can also access the local storage and it will send the confidential or the sensitive data to remote servers. So here I just want to prove that without taking storage permission, still Chrome extension can able to access browser's local storage. And that's all.